What's your name?
Govina,
Devina what?
Nature,
What school do you attend?
St. Joseph School,
How old are you?
12.
Tell us a bit about your experience during this exercise here today.
It was fun doing this. You get to help people save lives all across the earth.
Anything in particular that you have learned?
I learned how to do CPR and how to use the box thing.
What's your intention as you get older? Do I take it that you probably someday want to be an emergency operating individual, a nurse, a doctor? What do you want to do as you get older?
Immigration officer,
Okay. And young man, what's your name?
Malik Primos,
Premise, how old are you?
12.
And you two are going to the St. Joseph School.
Yes.
What grade?
6.
What have you learned from this exercise today?
That we can learn to help people, save them, and be a part of something
How do you go about saving someone's life?
good. At least I help him.
Do you want to do some more CPR lessons as time goes by?
Yes.
Would you encourage your mother to help you to be involved with CPR?
Yes.
Okay. Your name is?
Desire Sylvester.
And how old are you?
10.
St. Joseph School. What grade?
6th grade.
What have you learned from this exercise here today?
Well, how to save people's lives.
How do you save my life using CPR?
By like pumping on the hearts and all that.
At the chest area, huh?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Yes.
Do you wish to do it again?
Yes.
What do you suggest? Because WIMS also do offer training sessions. Would you encourage your parents to at least enroll you in one of the sessions?
Yeah.
I'm sure that will be good for you.
Yeah.
What's your name, young man?
Shahid Mohammed,
Mohammed, how old are you?
12 years old,
And you're in grade what of the St. Joseph School?
grade 6.
What's your experience? What experience are you taking from here today?
How to save people's life
How do you save people's life?
by pumping the heart, and if they're not responding, you shock them from 2 different parts of the body.
And by that you mean using CPR.
Yeah, using CPR.
Have you ever encountered in your school whereby somebody probably needed CPR and you were not able to do it?
No, not yet.
Now that you're equipped to do it, just in case of an emergency, do you think that you have learned enough here to at least use this exercise to help somebody else's life?
Yes.
Thank you, Mohammed. Young man, eagerly waiting. How old are you?
I am 11 years old.
What's your name?
My name is Jose Leon,
St. Joseph School, grade what?
6th grade.
What have you learned from here today?
I learned that knowing CPR is very important because you never know when somebody could have a cardiac arrest right in front of you.
And is it something that you're hoping to at least implement someday to help somebody else?
Yes.
You'll have to get back to school. What story do you tell your 5th graders about this experience?
I would tell them to pay attention because it is very important to know when you're growing up.
And do you want to enroll in one of WIM's programs someday?
Yes.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
Part of what we are doing is exactly what you see here laid out before me. As consumers coalition, we've been very disturbed with the quality that we often find in the supermarkets. Not only that, but mostly is the price that they're charging and for what. And as such, we physically went out and made a purchase for this program here at a very large supermarket on the type of products, and we would like to give some information. This is the type of planting that is available on St. Martin, and you're paying maximum price for this. What's it? The quality. You're paying $2.75, between $2.50 and $2.75 per kilo for this. This is something that wouldn't even dare leave some country with certification for export, and yet it is here available in supermarkets. The worst part of it, I will take an example here of sweet potato, and we would like to share with the general public. This sweet potato, as you see it here, do not buy these type of sweet potato because it is dangerous. This that you see here is as a worm and infected, same as you get like similar to in spaghettis and so. They call it piogano, and it's very dangerous. I'll cut one of these products here, and you can see the outcome thereof. It is dangerous eating this product, and it's easy to be detected because the moment you see a sweet potato looking like this, which is, that it is an infected sweet potato. Give you the proof thereof. You can cut it, and I cut it very deep to avoid thing. But this, within a couple of seconds, you put your hand in it, you will notice it's going to start getting black. It shows that it is a live bacteria that is in, look how it's transforming before you. And this is the type of product, look how dark this one here got since cutting it. Look how dark it got here. Within seconds of cutting this product. Within seconds. You could take a look, just recently, and you see the points here, they're expanding, you're seeing it getting darker and darker. That is a live bacteria. This I was even informed that this can even give you a serious diarrhea or complication, and that can lead to even death because it is a bacteria. And these are the type of products that we are trying to not only make the general public conscious about, but also we are questioning the price that they're selling this garbage for in the supermarket. You see this product, this is the biggest psychological product you will find in the supermarket. These products here, by the farmers, are sold for about the same amount of money. The same amount, almost just like 5 cents difference. The most expensive is this one, but a little 5-7 cents different to this, the red one, to this one here, the green. But the price difference in the supermarket, you will find this one here selling for about 12 guilders and change. No, sorry, this is selling for about 15 guilders. and this will be selling for about 5 guilders. The discrepancy between 7 and 10 guilders for a product that has the same price, maybe a couple of cents different in what's being sold for. So the consumer is being taken for a ride, because we all know the great flavor that you will get in the red pepper and in the yellow pepper, but it's not necessarily so. They have almost the same price value as the green pepper, because they're being sold for almost the same price with a couple of cents difference. So the Consumers Coalition, together with the United Consumers Association, is trying to bring this to the general public attention. We will be bringing even more information about quality purchasing, about prices, and for such reason also we call the general public to be there on September 7th to give your consumer coalition and association the support to continue giving you that economic benefit, and also the health that is behind it. We are talking about the education that is behind it. Don't forget also that behind at this fair will be made available lots of testing, so people that have situation with diabetes and pressure and so can get good advice, and also the learning material that will be made available so they know what to eat and how to improve their way of living. So coming Saturday, we look forward for the general public, and also look forward, we will be disseminating more information in the coming days.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Wib now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for? I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
And my question is to the Finance Minister. Can you please give us an update on the sale of UTS? Has the sale transaction now been finalized, and what's the next step?
The sale of UTS is in closing stages. As a matter of fact, we were aiming to have everything signed by this coming Friday. The Minister of Tiat signed a ministerial decree yesterday that was necessary to kind of inform the buyers that there are no outstanding debts between UTS and our Bureau Telecom and Post. That was still a lengthy process because there was some outstanding debts, but it was not sure if they could be validated, because these are debts that also stems from the Netherlands Antilles transition period to country St. Maarten. So that is still being worked out on a technical accounting part of it. On the other hand, the national decree on that was introduced, the initiative law of MP Bryson, to mandate the government to sign for the sale of the shares. That decree still had to go to a legal process as well, and send up to the governor for signing to make it a formal law on the mandate so that we can sign. That is still at the governor. Hopefully we will get that back today or tomorrow. So I'm not sure if we are going to meet the Friday date that we have set between all parties involved. If not, then we are going to probably close it in the first week of September.
Hello, St. Maarten. My name is Jose Helaga and I play basketball. I have organized basketball events in St. Maarten. Sport matters to me because it makes everybody come together in unity. So I challenge the businesses community to step up for sports and help us rebuild and repair our facility. I'm also asking the community to nominate local businesses in your area to take on the challenge and step up for sport because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sports SXM Facebook page for more information. Hashtag Sport Matter, hashtag Are You In?
The changes to Article 668 that you are referring to constitute a small part of this. The Civil Code is the legal basis for our labor market and our economy, and therefore should be sound and balanced. The process of reaching consensus in the tripartite and arriving at balanced and sensible measures in the Civil Code does indeed take time. This process has been concluded successfully with unanimity between social partners, and we do indeed consider the progress. That's a typo. Question 2. In Article 658A, it mentions in as far as is available. What does this mean? The answer: 658 seeks to regulate the reintegration of the disabled worker into his or her place of work. The statement mentioned in the question means that the employer must make sufficient reasonable effort to make it possible for an employee who, because of an illness, can't execute his or her tasks to do their original work or alternative fitting tasks. An example would be that an employer does not have to demolish a wing of a building to create an elevator, but they should create a wheelchair ramp for disabled employees. Third question, what's been done to assist MAHO and DV employees? The answer, employees of MAHO have been enrolled in a hospitality training program, now entitled Emergency Income Support and Training Program, overseen by the World Bank and financed from the Trust Fund. Since then, DV opened up again and hired staff. Sonesta MAHO is operational again, as well, and their employees have been transferred back from the program into their original positions. As of June 2019, the program successfully trained a total of 1,077 individuals, with 1,241 certificates being awarded, as some students completed more than one course. 90% of those trained in construction found jobs in that sector after completion of their training. The program is still open to unemployed individuals of companies that are temporarily out of business due to the effects of Irma. Participants that are unemployed or can prove they work for 3 days or less, so underemployed, are also welcome to sign up for the program at the Labor Affairs Agency. The most recent addition to the program are modules in language, culture, and history offered by USM, all financed by the Trust Fund. Question 4. Why are all employees in a business or temporary contracts, specifically a person who is on contract for almost 25 years? The answer, the decision to hire an employee on a definite or indefinite contract is an autonomous business decision. This law does not set limits to the number of or the proportion of either type of contract within the total staff of a business. The example of a person who has been employed or on consecutive contracts for 25 years would obviously be a blatant breach of the current rules. By current law, this person was in permanent service as soon as they commenced their fourth contract. MP Leonard asked, what are the consequences of condemning short-term contracts, period? What would be the consequences of businesses hiring everyone permanently year-round? The answer, there's no doubt that our seasonal economy will need short-term contracts now and in the future. Trying to entirely eradicate short-term contracts would be disastrous for our economy. It would lead to either non-compliance with the law, so growth of the informal economy, widespread of employment agencies, or, and this may be even worse, widespread use of employment agencies, or, and this may be even worse, reluctance to expand business and hire new people altogether. What would probably not happen is that businesses would suddenly hire all employees permanently instead of some temporarily. This would be simply impossible in an economic sense. Second question by MP Leonard. What is an example of a company that can only have permanent employees that has nothing to do with the seasonality of the tourism product? The answer, because of the dominance of the tourism industry in our economy, virtually all types of businesses on our island know some seasonality. It is only a question of the degree. Even hospitals and funeral homes would see an increase as a result of the influx of cruise passengers or stay-over tourists. It would be impossible to define branches of industry or jobs with businesses that should be considered permanent by nature. Even trying to make short definitions would be cumbersome and overly bureaucratic. What we should do is protect the individual employee against abuse and find ways to incentivize businesses to hire permanently whenever this is economically possible. Third question, if you're sent home for 3 months and brought back, is this a first contract? Do the employees know their rights, or are employers intimidating employees and saying that they can take it or leave it because they have a job? The answer, if an employee is sent home for 3 months and then returns to work, it is not seen as a first contract, but as a second one in a sequence. Employees, in lots of instances, are not aware of their rights, which is why we have developed pamphlets and information campaign to help raise awareness for both employees and employers in order to increase compliance. Also, if an employee feels that their rights are being violated, they can visit the Labor Affairs Agency for advice and assistance. Question 4, final question by MP Leonard. What is the number of unemployed registered at this very moment? How many are Dutch nationals, permanent residents, and how many on work permits? I refer to you to the handouts with statistics that is made available to you right now. It was sent to you all. In answer to this question and to question 8 by MP Sarah Westcott Williams. Questions from MP Westcott Williams. Is your ministry and the department working on any policy changes or laws with respect to the current labor situation as a result of Hurricane Irma? Hundreds of persons on St. Martin today would take the opportunity to be employed for 6 months for full-time work / for full-time pay. What are we doing about the current labor situation? The answer was answered in MP Ponteflet's question 3 about the Maho workers. I will read it. Employees, so the question that answers this is employees of Maho have been enrolled in a hospitality training program now entitled the Emergency Income Support and Training Program, overseen by the World Bank and financed from the Trust Fund. Since then, DV opened up again and hired staff. Sonesta Maho is operational again, as well as their employees have been able to transfer back from the program into their original positions.